You are welcome to the special edition of the Market Opening Gong as we bring you updates on activities with companies quoted on the exchanges in the capital market ecosystem this period of the 2020 Eid al-Kabir Muslim holiday. We begin with the Cardinal Stone research analysis on first half of the year 2020 result highlights, which revealed the following. The first half of the year 2020 earnings surged by 56.3% year-on-year, supported by a 46.8% jump in non-interest income and a 13.8 billion naira gain in discontinued operations that was mostly influenced by the sale of the firm's 65% stake in FBN Insurance Limited. In Q2 2020, however, earnings contracted by 7.5% quarter-on-quarter to 23.8 billion naira. Further assessment reveals a much steeper decline in operating performance after adjusting for the 10.5 billion naira asset disposal gain during the quarter. To this point, earnings from continuing operations plunged quarter-on-quarter 46%, weighed by a 2.2 times jump in impairment charges on financial assets and a 39% decline in non-interest revenue. These weaknesses are possibly indicative of the weak operating conditions induced by the COVID-19 pandemic. Credit-related impairments rose 49.8% quarter-on-quarter during the quarter to 15.1 billion naira, reflecting a 100 basis points jump in cost of risk to 2.9% in Q2 2020. NPL ratio, however, moderated to 8.8% from 9.2% in Q1 2020, possibly due to further write-offs and loan restructurings. Non-interest revenue fell 39%, weighed by an 84.9% decline in total non-fee related NIR. Elsewhere, net interest income rose 17.9% quarter-on-quarter, aided by lower interest expense minus 29.5%. The moderation in interest expense is attributed to the 100 basis points cut in NPR on the bank's huge savings deposit base and the impact of moderating yields. Visit www.proshaeng.com for the full article. Stakeholders in the microfinance banking segment of the Nigerian financial services industry have called for more clarity on the regulations and implementations of the GSI framework that is scheduled to take off from the 1st of August 2020. This was part of the major thrust of the discourse on the implications of global standing instructions and sandbox policies for MFBs. Hosted through the Zoom video conferencing platform by Action Microfinance Bank. The discourse brought together key players in the financial services and fintech industry, amongst other critical sectors in the ecosystem. According to the MD/CEO of Action Microfinance Bank, Mr. Taiwo Joda, it was an opportunity to brainstorm on the recent key developments and regulatory steps taken by the Central Bank of Nigeria, covering the global standing instruction guidelines and sandbox policies as they affect the operations of the microfinance banks. In his remarks, Mr. Samuel Oluyemi, Head Emerging Markets and Other Financial Institutions, Nigeria Interbank Settlement System (NIBS), explained that the exposure draft for regulatory sandbox, which was released by the CBN on June 23, 2020, is geared towards promoting innovation, effective service delivery, healthy competition, and the deepening of financial inclusion in the country. He also stated that on July 13, 2020, the CBN also issued a circular for the Global Standing Instruction Framework that is focused on facilitating an improved credit repayment culture, reduce non-performing loans, and set a watch list for consistent loan defaulters. Speaking on both the GSI and sandbox regulatory provisions, Mr. Samuel Oluyemi made a strong case for the opinion of the other financial institutions, OFIs, like the microfinance banks to be considered in the implementation of the policy directive. And that's a wrap for this edition of the Market Opening Gong. Visit www.proshareng.com to get more updates from our news stories and videos. Do connect with us on our social media platforms showing on your screen for further updates on our market reports. The ProShare mobile app is also available on Apple Store and Play Store on your mobile device, which allows you to customize your preferred news and videos. Until we come your way again, thank you for watching and do stay safe.